This is the future.
I was supposed to use 2 videos I have recorded on my Twitch stream for this Hydroid guide, but all of it were crap. I'm tweaking my videos right now for 1440p, to give you lads better quality, and I think I have messed up some settings. If you want to check out the original recordings that shows you how good Hydroid right now when it comes to survivability, energy management, looting and power, then feel free to check out my recent stream, which I have included a link at the video description below. I'm always streaming on Twitch right now, so if you have time, then feel free to hang out with your noob leader and have some fun. For now, let me explain what is the best Hydroid build after the rework. To be honest with you, I was having some problems at first picking the right Hydroid Prime build because right now, the Warframe is very good and it gave me a headache picking the right mod setup. First of all of Hydroid augments are great right now and gives either more usefulness, power or survivability to the Warframe. If only these augments were an innate feature for his abilities, then I wouldn't have any problem. The top tier augment for me is obviously Pilfering Swarm, and I can't do a Hydroid build without this augment. This augment grants Tentacle Swarm a chance to yield additional loot from enemies killed while they're ensnared by the tentacles. This stacks with other looting abilities in the game and in team composition. You just don't give you team health and energy orbs, but also drops and resources, which makes it worth teaming up with a Hydroid. Then, we have Viral Tempest that grants viral damage to his Tempest Barrage ability. The viral proc is reliable, and with a Pilfering Swarm combo with the Equilibrium plus Synth Deconstruct in your arsenal, you can ensure constant energy to spam Viral Tempest to kill them with both corrosive and viral damage. Then, we have the new Rousing Plunder, which gives more corrosive and armor values to Hydroid's new Plunder ability, and then adds the ability to heal not just Hydroid but also his allies within affinity range. Lastly, Tidal Immunity is also a great augment as it provides status immunity to Hydroid and his teammates. I was really confused at first what to add in my Hydroid build, but eventually, after trying the rework for this Warframe for a couple of hours, I think that I'm better off using 2 augments for Hydroid to make him really good in both solo and team composition. My final build for Hydroid is a combination of Pilfering Swarm with Rousing Plunder build. These 2 augments is my personal best, since for me, looting and survivability are better. The Viral Tempest build is decent, but not great in terms of dealing damage just using Hydroid's abilities alone. In fact, the damage you get from the augment can still be acquired through using viral and corrosive weapon combos. In this build, I also have the Equilibrium mod, paired with a Synth Deconstruct on my companion for energy management. With this setup, paired with Pilfering Swarm, I don't have any problems with my energy, especially in team composition. Now, I decided to go with high range for this build because I wanted Hydroid's 4th ability to cover a wide area. Even with the rework, the ability is unreliable sometimes when it comes to looting, since there are instances wherein the tentacles are slow when it comes to picking up enemies. There's a guy in my stream that even asked me if he could use grouping abilities on his Hydroid. It turns out to be a good idea, since with an ability like Ensnare, you can group targets before casting Pilfering Swarm, so you can effectively take advantage of its looting mechanic. For this type of build, you would need to replace Tempest Barrage with grouping abilities like Ensnare. Why not replace Tidal Surge instead? It's because for me, viral procs can be obtained in other setup, and I would miss the opportunity to give my Hydroid better survivability with the help of Tidal Impunity that gives you status immunity. With this triple augment build for Hydroid, you can both be good in solo and team composition, providing loot, survivability, and even increase kill speed to the Warframe and also to his allies. Or, if you don't have any resources to burn for a Helminth build, then might as well don't use Ensnare and just use Tidal Surge to group multiple targets first before casting his ultimate ability. But be reminded though that Ensnare does affect acolytes, so it has more benefits than just grouping enemies in steel path levels. Lastly, let's talk about Argent Shards. If you want to follow this build, then you might need some blue Argent Shards to increase the energy of Hydroid without mods like Prime Flow. All the mods you have seen earlier are necessary mods for Hydroid, and the only one I think that only an energy mod can be taken out in the equation and just use the Argent Shard system. In addition, you might want to add a casting speed Argent Shard, since Hydroid's 4th ability takes quite some time. However, this doesn't affect his survivability, though, as shield gating still is present within my Hydroid build. But if you don't like long casting animation, then might as well add a casting speed stat if you have the option. So, I think I have explained all that I want for the best rework Hydroid build video. Be sure to check out my stream if you are not busy, and don't forget to leave a like and comment on this video. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
This is the future. Human